My name is Poppy King and I'm originally from Australia but have now lived in New York for 10 years, and I have started my own company twice in lipstick. The first company I started was in Australia when I was 18, selling lipstick, and the second company I started was when I was 30 in New York selling lipstick. So it's been 20 years of entrepreneurship now. I didn't so much decide to become an entrepreneur as in I saw a opportunity, which I think a lot of entrepreneurs are made, not born, so to speak, in the sense that it's not necessarily something many people decide to be. It's that they see an opportunity to start a business. Perhaps they're looking for something themselves and they can't find it and think, I'll start a business, which was my experience. I was looking for 1940s style lipsticks instead of kind of modern looking lipstick, and so I decided to start my own business, and that was how I became an entrepreneur. And then the more I understood about entrepreneurship, the more I realized that I was very suited to it. The biggest factor I think for an entrepreneur to become successful is to be able to go the distance. So to be able to have the long-term focus, because a lot of people can focus on something for a short time, but then when it gets hard or boring or it doesn't necessarily work the way they want, it's about being able to go the distance and to ride out the times when, it's like any relationship. Entrepreneurship is very closely related to human relationships, and like in any long-term relationship, there are times when you want out of it, but if you can get past that and keep going the distance, that's what makes an entrepreneur. Well, entrepreneurship, I think, is what small medium enterprise is what results from entrepreneurship, but I think entrepreneurship is very different to the skill to be an entrepreneur is different to the skill to be a business person, because a business person is usually able to take existing opportunities and put them together and grow them, whereas I think an entrepreneur is somebody who is creating something that isn't there already, and the result can be a small medium enterprise. That's often what it is, but that's not necessarily the trigger in the beginning. It's not about business in the beginning. In the very early stages of entrepreneurship, it's much more about creation than business. The UAE, there's a real lust for life. You know, obviously there's a huge amount of shopping and commerce that goes on here. But what's really lovely about it is there's also a huge enjoyment of life here, that there's that great combination of business, but then when business is over, it's all about family, it's all about friends, it's about food and about community. So I think that's very, very different. I think that there's a warmth here, literally and metaphorically, whereas, and perhaps that's the upside of being here. Perhaps the downside of business in the UAE is that it is very specific to the region. So perhaps it's harder to reach global markets from here, but equally this is growing and such a much more dynamic market than some of the global markets. Whereas in the US, it's obviously a very global market, but the focus is not community based, so you can feel much more isolated in business there than here. All right.